Hey, what's up, y'all? It's me, LSP. Good Thursday morning to you. How's it going? I hope you get out there and make it a great day. Y'all remember this? I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. There's a million toys at Toys R Us that I can play with. From bikes to trains to video games, it's the biggest toy store there is. Gee whiz, I don't want to grow up, cause baby, if I did, I wouldn't be a Toys R Us kid. More bikes, more games, more toys. Oh boy, I wouldn't be a Toys R Us kid. Remember that? Have you heard? Toys R Us is closing every last one of its stores. All in America and all in the United Kingdom. They claim that online giants like Amazon has killed them, but you know, Toys R Us, you know that's not it. You know that's not it, Toys R Us. It's the fact that there's a generation that doesn't know that song. They don't know that song. What happened, Toys R Us? When did you lose your marketing game, you know? I told y'all how much I love Jeffrey. Well, not Jeffrey, but costume characters. Jeffrey was a costume character, so hey, we went to Toys R Us to see Jeffrey. I mean, my mom understood my affection for costume characters. But anyway, so Toys R Us is closing all of its stores. They're filing bankruptcy. So go out there and get you some cool stuff. That's it. That Toys R Us is closing all of its stores, and it is a sad, sad day. Sad for Toys R Us. Because I worked at Toys R Us. I worked at the Bowling Green Toys R Us. Worked at the Antioch Toys R Us. And it was always the overnight shift. So I have a really tight bond with Toys R Us. Because, I mean, while people were sleeping, I was an elf. I was reloading those shelves and getting everything put up and ready, faced and ready for the next day. So I'm sorry, Toys R Us, that you have to close, but you will be missed. But I don't know how well you're going to be missed because I haven't been in a long time. So, I mean, I'm not going to get on here and be, oh, rest in peace, Toys R Us. What are we going to do? We haven't been shopping there, y'all. So, all we can say is rest in peace, Jeffrey. Hope you find a new job. But since we're talking about Toys R Us, we can go into a LaShonda story real quick. Tell you about the crazy cat lady. Yes, there was this crazy cat lady. And she showed up at Opryland one day. And we had a pet kennel. If you don't know Opryland, it was a theme park that closed 20 years ago here in Nashville. So, I was working the parking lot supervisor, and we had a pet kennel. And people could board their pets while they played in the park, and they would allow me and my 16-year-old staff to watch their pets, and we did a good job. We did. So, this crazy cat lady, I don't even know her name, she comes up one day, and she has this cat that she has found. And she's, can y'all just keep it in the pet kennel until I can home it? And we were like, sure, okay. This is not something I was supposed to do. You weren't supposed to keep pets in the pet kennel overnight. So we're keeping this cat. We kept this cat for a couple of days. And the lady kept coming by. She would call me. And at this time, I had a cell phone that was $1 a minute. I did not need this lady calling my cell phone. So, of course, I didn't answer her. So a few days passed. And she's still trying to get me on the phone, and I'm not showing up for her. You know, I'm not answering. So she somehow found out that I worked at Toys R Us, okay? But she wanted to know what happened to the cat. I don't know what happened to the cat. To this day, I don't know what happened to the cat. I came to work, and the cat was no longer there. Now, remember, I told you we weren't supposed to keep animals overnight, so one of the old men, my staff went from 15 to 85. That was the range of people I was supervising, and I was like 25, okay? So, that really didn't have anything to do with the story, but to tell you, between all these people, I don't know who let that cat out, but I know that one of them probably let it out. It was probably one of the older men, because they knew we weren't supposed to have this cat in the pet kennel. So, this lady figured out somehow that I worked at Toys R Us, shows up at Toys R Us, and says to my boss, I'm a friend of LaShonda's, and I don't know what, I think his name was Tony. Tony was a short little buff guy. And I don't know what made Tony realize that she must have been a crazy cat lady, because he was like, LaShonda can't receive guests on the job. LaShonda can't come up here. You're going to have to find LaShonda a different way. So he came and told me, and I was like, did she look like? Now he described what the lady looked like, and Tony was like, yeah. I was like, man, thank you. I never heard from the crazy cat lady again after Tony, so I'm very appreciative to Tony. That's my Toys R Us story, y'all. The interstate is right up here, so I am going to get on it and get to work. I overslept today, so I'm just trying to wake up. I hope y'all get out there and have a great day. Don't grow up. Always be a Toys R Us kid. Thanks for watching, y'all. As always, no fear and no regrets. You're awesome.